It's time for the NFC Championship, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through Dallas. It's the 49ers and the Cowboys, and it's all up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Coming up, a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a potential classic in store, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports. And, man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing. This game, the conference championship game, may have more intensity than even the Super Bowl because you know what the stakes are. You're trying so hard to get to the big game that this is the one that's the real challenge.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Lamb will go in motion. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down. Well, Prescott, he's going to change things up here. They'll look to throw now on first down. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, 39 yards. And the Cowboys have struck first in this NFC title game. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. So here are the 49ers now with a long field ahead. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, the other team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. To the sideline and incomplete. As you can see, they're not operating at full health today, partner. That's been a big story the last couple of weeks. But the bottom line, their record is solid, and you know that this is still a very dangerous team, even with those guys missing.
What they have shown us throughout this season is that this team has stayed focused, and some injuries, they're just not going to derail the momentum they've built up all season long. They continue to go out there and play and give their best performances.
Purdy now to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. But instead, it's 4th down. Here's Mitch Wishnowski now. Cavante Turpin deep for the Cowboys. Take it at the 37. And bulldozing his way through. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. return score. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Aubrey now for the point after. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So his big play capability in full display there as he's able to return that punt for a touchdown. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff.
Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25.
And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Out of the gun, Purdy connects with Kittle underneath.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rally to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now on to punt. That's pulled in at the 32.
Return score. And the Cowboys continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Aubrey good with a PAT.
And that makes the score 21-0. Well, we know he has home run hitting ability in the punt return department, and he showcases it there all the way back for 6.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25.
Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
No big surprise. Micah Parsons doing what he does so well, dropping him for a loss.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal.
And that is incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Taken from just outside the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. That punt returned 69 yards as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Aubrey now for the PAT.
It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Well, it's no secret. That's why they have him return punts. He has the capability to take them back, and he did so there.
So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. San Francisco set to go on offense once more.
So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Holding offense.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
A 2nd down throw for Purdy.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Aubrey now for the point after.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So plenty of fireworks here early. 35-0 now as the kick is away. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25.
The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field.
Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 5. He's going to try and do this himself.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and make sure he spills it for a small gain.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Niners 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Purdy now to throw off the play action.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 42. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know.
And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunity.
The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. Exactly.
Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 44 yards.
And the 49ers are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Moody good with the extra point.
And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away.
Escapes the defender. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. He'll buy some time right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Here's Prescott. That one caught by Ellison. Gets past one man. Some strong running at the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. And all the way down inside the 5 and a 4. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. The 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Back to throw, Purdy. Quick throw there is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure to give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all.
Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession from the 43. Here's 2nd and a couple. As they've got it as we resume action. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Ferguson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys continue to pull away here in this first half. Aubrey good with a PAT. And a rout is on here in this first half. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
48 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. So from the 26-yard line, here's second down at a yard.
They'll keep it on the ground. Ellison. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cowboys extend their lead yet again.
Aubrey now for the PAT.
And the route is on here in this first half. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
Duvernay now going to bring it out.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Now a handoff up the middle. Ellison. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Now Prescott. Forced out to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A nice pickup there, 10 yards.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route. And
touchdown, Cowboys! 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Cowboys are pouring it on.
Okay, we need to double-check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats, but what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
good luck.
He's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Niners set to take over on offense. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units in there. Kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here's Purdy.
Incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Got a man. That's IU.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fielded at the 33. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Play action now. Prescott. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. 33 yards. Prescott. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have got it on cruise control. Aubrey now for the point after. And the route is on here in this first half. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's finished off by the touchdown from CeeDee Lamb. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better... And he loses the football a second time. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Open man is Duvernay. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Play action. Now Purdy. He's got it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not a
touchdown. Michael Gallup, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cowboys just continue to roll. Well, only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, all those times you talked to us about efficiency, I'm living it right now.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now Purdy. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled? Well, if nothing else, they were able to pick up 1 first down on this drive and get it away from their own goal line. But not much happened after that, and it leads to a punting situation. And
it's fielded at the 34. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
Dallas offense set for this next drive. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
83 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
On 3rd down, Ellison. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. Dak swinging this out quickly to Lamb.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
It's caught left side by Cooks. Touchdown, Cowboys! Brandon Cooks, 28 yards.
And the Cowboys extend their lead yet again. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And the route is on here in this first half. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Now Purdy, he's going to change the look here.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here, they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
Aubrey good with a PAT.
And the route is on here in this first half. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
This fielded right at the goal line.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. That's picked up by the Cowboys. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Prescott now. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. But one thing's for sure, they're still taking their shots downfield, even with a big lead.
I think it's way too early to go into a shell, so I like what they're doing. Continue to take your shots. Continue to be aggressive. It's not their job to slow themselves down.
Steps away to his left.
Left side to Lamb.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Another one to CD Lamb. He's got it. Touchdown! CD Lamb on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cowboys are pouring it on.
Now
The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the route is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The 49ers offense now. They work their way back onto the field. Purdy to throw it on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Prescott now after the fumble recovery. Flushed out right. And his ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A great effort there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Cowboys have got it on cruise control. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Aubrey good with a PAT, and the route is on here in this first half. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Purdy looking to throw. He's got Ayuk once again. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 8 more yards this time coming off back-to-back first down pickups. 2nd and a couple. Purdy now to throw. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. 7 yards there and a first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing it.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Throwing on 2nd down, it's Purdy. The ball comes out, and this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is taken at the 10. Escaping a tackler at the 25. A good return there, 17 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. This is caught. It's Cooks. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. On play action, Prescott. Dancing to his left. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt a kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
Flush to his right. Muscles him off. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with second and a yard.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
So we've reached halftime here in the NFL. Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. Duvernay now going to bring it out, fighting ahead at the 15. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. And they have work to do in the second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying, don't.
There he goes, left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
There's a nice pickup right there. And after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
From the 46, here's second down and 3.
At the 46-yard line.
Purdy.
Connects with Kittle underneath. Call it a gain of a yard, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Pass taken in, and I think the ball's out. That's picked up by the Cowboys. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs.
It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. That is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys. C.D. Lamb, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
And the 49ers getting set to trot out there.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, and oh my goodness, he loses it again. Second and short now following the fumble. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
This time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. This one caught by Kittle. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 30. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. McCaffrey running up the middle. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. We're just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the 3rd quarter. I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
No, they're not. And right now, the guys stopping the run have been superior in this.
The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And now the rookie's free. 121 yards rushing for him now on the ball game as he goes over the century mark with the AFC title on the line. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. That one down the field for Ferguson. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Jake Ferguson, 40 yards. And the Cowboys take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points. Aubrey good with a PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. And San Francisco gets set to go here. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well. And that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves. But we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Throwing here, Purdy. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. The gut, McCaffrey, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Drop for a loss there on a nice effort by Osa Odigizua. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Back to throw, Purdy. Over the middle, complete to Samuel.
Complete to number 19, Debo Samuel. A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Here's Purdy.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on to kick it away. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 32 that time. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, if you like the guys who run the ball, you're enjoying watching this. But the other guys, especially the defense coordinator, trying to figure out an answer and how to slow down the running game, I think maybe starts to call more blitzes, because you can call run blitzes and they'll try to get more people to the point of attack.
And quickly they get to the line.
That's caught out wide by Cooks.
Touchdown! Brandon Cooks with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Cowboys get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Out on the field now, here come the 49ers.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
Purdy from the gun.
Connects with Kittle underneath.
Purdy's pass. Complete to number 85, George Kittle. A gain of 10 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Back now in Arlington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
A tough spot here. 3rd and 15. Now Purdy.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble.
Offensively lucky there, able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there.
And he's loose again. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. That punt return, 66 yards, and it goes the distance. And the Cowboys are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Aubrey good with a PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. Duvernay now. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. And they'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you've mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before they close. Now, loose football. The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Michael Gallup saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Cowboys continue to...